BL in the last 5 years in Chinese Dramaland 2016 to 2021. It seems born yesterday with the first episode of Word of Honor. But the BL in Chinese television series and Danhua is not new. In 2016 the television series Addicted, by Yi, represented the love between two boys. Given the huge success of the series, Chinese censorship blocked the series at 12 episodes. The next 3 aired on YouTube but was originally supposed to be a series of 18 episodes and 2 seasons. After that the Chinese government has banned all depictions of gay people on television, as part of a cultural crackdown on vulgar, immoral, and unhealthy content. Chinese censors released new regulations for content that exaggerates the dark side of society. The new guidelines state that no television drama shall show abnormal sexual relationships and behaviors, such as incest, same-sex relationships, sexual perversion, sexual assault, sexual abuse, sexual violence, and so on. The ban also extends to smoking, drinking, adultery, sexually suggestive clothing, even reincarnation. China's State Administration of Press, Publication, Radio, Film, and Television told television producers it would constantly monitor TV channels to ensure the new rules were strictly adhered to. So when Tencent on February 14, 2017 released the drama Advance Bravery starring Gong Jun, yes the same Gong Jun who plays Wen Kexing in Word of Honor, it was not very successful. The main story was crippled by censorship and the structure of the story is non-existent. If you love Word of Honor, don't watch Advance Bravery. I did and I wish I didn't. In the same year on August 15, 2017, Yi returns with a new drama based on a BL novel, Beloved Enemy, and extraordinarily passes the censorship. Now for those of you who haven't read the story, it's a very carnal story. Obviously in the drama the relationship between the two men is cancelled, but by cutting the scenes you can imagine what happens in the book. Pretty smart. In 2018 Youku releases Guardian, a drama based on Priest's novel. Initially this project was supposed to have a large budget, but there were problems and a lot of budget resources were cut. Nonetheless, the crew respected the original work and put a lot of effort into making the most of what they had. Even today there are references to the original love relationship between the male protagonists in methods that the censorship could not foresee. But being very attached to Chinese culture can be difficult for a Westerner to understand. Likewise the reference to flirting in Word of Honor. On a personal level I appreciate what has been done, and I understand that it has been successful, but objectively speaking it is very far from a good result. But it is in June 2019 that the world discovers the Chinese BL, through the transposition of the novel. The founder of the Diabolism, by Amos Yang, first as a danhua, then as a drama in The Untamed. I'm pretty sure you all know it. This drama had an aftermath that led Tencent to repropose the drama in chronological order and then to create a mini chibi animation. After the enormous success of The Untamed, the transposition projects of BL novel have multiplied, and at the same time as the worldwide lockdown, Winter Begonia was broadcast on March 19, 2020, again by Yi. I am not a fan of the historical period in which it is set. But many reviews applauded the performance of the two male leads. Another BL drama that went subdued in June 2020 was Capture Lover. I don't know much about this drama, and it doesn't seem to have received any public attention. In any case, with the impossibility of resuming the filming of drama, several production companies have delivered Plan B. Tencent is also a video game production house in China. I don't know if he planned to make the scumbag system as a Duanhua from the start, but in September 2020 was aired the adaptation of Amos Yang's novel, The Scum Villain's Self-Saving System. I love this novel. It's too funny. And I discovered it thanks to a fan video of the Scumbag System. The episodes are very close to the novel, but if I have to find a fault, the 3D rendering is very bad. It looks like the animation of a role-playing game from 20 years ago. Amos Yang's other novel, The Heaven Official's Blessing, was released on Bilibili's platform in October 2020, instead of 3D it was rendered in anime. Much better. The episodes had some success and the TGFC fandom grow well. Now there are rumors about the drama version. Like Mo Deozushi, it was the anime of the Untamed. We can hope that the success of the animated version will convince the producer to make a live-action series. Also by Tencent and always with 3D rendering, on February 8, 2021 the Danhu 1000 Autumns taken from the novel of the same name was aired. As for Scumbag System, the episodes are almost identical to the novel. Also in this case I read the novel after discovering the show. I foresee that some parts, especially the kisses, will be cut due to Chinese censorship, but the thing that irritates me most about this show is the hair that defies gravity. They are simply unwatchable. But I like the story. If you are not picky, try looking at it. And now we arrive to February 22, 2021 Word of Honor, transposition for the Tales of the Wanderers. Another priest's novella. I think every single one of her story has been optioned to make a drama out of it. Zhou Zushi and Wen Kexing have had a very flirtatious interaction since the first episode, and many have wondered how this show got through the censorship. Especially because there are references to homosexuality practically everywhere. When Wen Kexing cuts the blood-stained sleeve, it is a reference to cut sleeve, the term for homosexuality in the past. Or when the two fight and the maid mimics the moves with the two breads, it is actually a reference to the term flat bread on flat bread, which in China indicates two men doing that thing. Even where the original lines were dubbed, videos were edited where you can read the lips of the actors, making dubbing useless. And at the beginning there was a lot of fear that given the incredible success that Word of Honor was having, censorship or a rival platform could create problems and block its transmission, as happened in 2016 to Addicted. It has now ended and we are waiting for Youku to release the episodes with English subtitles. Meanwhile, completely overshadowed by Word of Honor, Drama Killer and Healer was released on March 3, 2021. As with Winter Begonia, I'm not crazy about the historical setting. But I'll probably get it back later. What will happen next? Word of Honor Orphans. We will probably have to wait a while before we have another show that makes us fall in love like The Untamed or Word of Honor. In the near future, on April 8, 2021, it is almost certain the transposition of Dumb Husky and His White Cat Shizun will be released, again by Tencent. But I'm not optimistic about this show. Why? Shimei, the protagonist's pure love object in the novel, is a boy, who dies. And for this reason the male protagonist is convinced that he hates his Shizun, his teacher. So the story set is crystal clear. Physical and psychological violence stem from this. It's a dark tale. Each flashback is a triumph of blood and suffering. But Chinese censorship will never, and I say never, pass such a thing. So they must have turned history upside down. Okay, before you lose all hope, 9 more BL dramas are expected to be released in 2021. Which ones and when, I will report them to you in the next videos. I hope you enjoyed this little recap of the last 5 years of Chinese BL, and I'm curious to know how many of these Chinese BL drama you have seen and what you think about it. Bye and BL for everyone.